The Kaseya Center's still aglow, and welcome back to our Heat Live postgame presented by Verizon. The Pistons come to Miami, playing their third game in 4 nights. A late night, early morning arrival after losing last night at home to Orlando, and boy, did they play well. 138 points on 59% shooting. They scored 76 points in the. Here's what's coming up. Your menu for your Heat Live postgame. Coach Spo will put his spin on it. So will Crotty, Rothstein, and Amy Audibert. You'll hear from the Heat players in the interview room and from the locker room. The Heat were down by 22 in the fourth quarter. They did make a run at it. Matter of fact, twice they were within 2 points, but the Pistons managed to hold on. Eric Reed with John Crotty. John, the Pistons just played to their strength with forcing turnovers and points off turnovers and points in the paint.
Yeah, they were the more physical team. To your point on their identity, they really did a nice job, I thought, of taking Miami out of what they have been doing all year long, which is playing with a lot more pace, getting in the paint and scoring. Miami could not do that as effectively, and then turning it back around on Miami and just relentless attacks at the rim, both off the dribble, but also on top of the glass and in the post. They won a lot of those one-on-one physical challenges. To give up 76 in the paint, points in the paint is a rarity for a Miami Heat defense, and you could just tell that, this is what they're accustomed to on the Detroit side. And then the turnovers were really hurtful. 18 turnovers for Miami. It really made it easy for them to score 28 points, mostly on run-out layups or 2-on-1 breaks.
Yeah, the Pistons, by the way, had 22 turnovers tonight. They played without their starting center, Jalen Duren. They were able to overcome both of those adversities. By the way, they're 3-0 this year without Jalen Duren, but Cade Cunningham was just sensational. Let's take a look at how the Heat got back into this game. They did it with 13 unanswered points. They got it to 2, and John, Davion Mitchell did that 3 times in the fourth quarter to Cade Cunningham, who had 8 turnovers.
A really fun comeback. I mean, just really great character by this team. And shot making, it was Tyler in the fourth quarter. He had 11 points, went a 3 for 3. And then Norman Powell also answered the call, being able to draw that foul, had to make 3 important free throws. But this right here, he might have been the backbreaker. That Jenkins lay-in and the Cade a pull-up jump shot. This guy, Cade Cunningham, has been one of the top clutch performers, so regularly this season.
Xfinity game summary, the Heat with 26 fast break points. That's good, but to get outscored 76-54 in the paint, that is not good. 59% shooting for the Pistons. They improved their record to 16-4. For them, this has got to be a hugely pleasing victory for the Pistons. The schedule sometimes sets you up to lose, playing 3 games in 4 nights, flying from Detroit to Miami, getting to their hotels somewhere in the 4 o'clock hour. And, John, to come out and play like this without your starting center, without Karis LeVert, a very impressive performance.
It really was. And they went so deep to do it. It showed, I thought, great trust from their coach to really get everybody engaged, had different guys step up, including some real young players. This team's for real right now in the Eastern Conference, Detroit.
Yeah, they've been the best team in the East through the first month and a half of the season. The Heat will get 2 more cracks at the Pistons. The next one comes New Year's night in Detroit, and we'll see how Miami measures up in that one. The Heat didn't play a great game tonight, and they still came close to beating the best team in the East. Let's go to our team upstairs here at the Kaseya Center. That would be Jax and the coach, Ron Rothstein. Gentlemen.
Eric, I'm looking forward to the next 2 matchups with these 2 teams, one on January 1st, the other one in March, right here in the building. Have a good one. We'll see you back here on Monday, men. Ron Rothstein, yours truly, Jason Jackson. There's going to be a lot and should be a lot heaped upon Cade Cunningham. The fact that they didn't have Duren.
I'm sick of looking at him.
But here's the thing I want to bring up to you. I know we'll get to some other stuff, but I want to stand up and give a standing ovation to a second group for Detroit that gets 0 love. They are ranked both in minutes and points in the bottom 4th of the league in both categories. They had to play today, and they showed up in positions where they usually aren't and performed better than one of the elite reserve group, so we're missing their star, obviously, in Jaquez.
46-30 outscored us tonight.
Yeah.
We're 11-3 when our bench wins the battle. So that was the key. And some of these guys came up with some really big plays. Played really, really well. I think you're out. I couldn't agree with you more. The other thing was, was just the points in the paint. It was hard to understand. Let's see. Here we go. Okay. So we cut it to 2. Okay. We've cut it to 2. And we're getting down under a minute to go. And this is a rather large possession. So what they're going to do is they're going to put shooters in the corner. They got Duncan and they got Tobias. Okay. And now they're going to step up and run this high pick and roll action for Cade Cunningham. Okay. Roll it. Can we get rid of? Okay. Here we go. This is Jenkins. Stop right now. This is a kid. Okay. He's in his second year out of St. John's. Okay. Can I draw? Yeah, I think I can draw. We go to trap. But watch what happens. Roll it. Stop now. Stop right now. And we swipe at the ball. He's picked the ball up. Okay. What you want to do is now squeeze him hard. And now you might be able to cheat a little bit and step in if you force a hang time pass, a pass over the top. No, it's not. There we go. Okay, but now roll it. Cunningham gets it over the top. The Jenkins, and now he attacks. Stop right now. Now, you got to run back hard and try and swipe from behind. You got to sprint because he's running downhill. Bam is stuck. But the way you want to try and play this is you fake and fall. You're trying to make him commit before he gets in too deep because you can't come off of here, the shooter. You can't come off of here, the shooter. I'm having trouble here getting rid of it. Roll it. Okay, roll it. And Jenkins goes right to the basket and scores over. And that's 133-129. And now it's 2 points again, and we score. And it's under half a minute. They're going to go to the same set. This is the Sewer Thompson. But now they're going to twist it. When he comes off, they're anticipating the double team. Okay, it won't go away. But they twist the screen, and now he's going to come off this way. Downhill, roll it. Tyler comes to cut him off. Stop right now. Now, if you're committed to the double team, go for the ball. Go close that trap. Close that trap. We give him too much room. Roll it. He gets right to the dots, elevates, and there's nobody contesting. He buries that one. 135, 120, 131 with 20 seconds left to play.
Two of the top defenses in this league, and both of these offenses controlled this game. The Heat's late and early, and often it was Detroit. They shot 59%, which is better than the 51%, which was the previous high for a Heat opponent. And then you go to threes on that same L.A. dance we were on, by the way, Coach.
Yeah.
It was nuts in early November. The Clippers shot 42% from downtown, and that's exactly the number that Detroit hit here, hitting 11 of 26. Take a break, come back. We'll head to the interview room. The head coach, Erik Spoelstra, he didn't give up. His crew didn't give up, but not enough left to try to push back on Detroit as a Heat 6-game win streak ends tonight.